Hey, how are you? Hi, welcome to Coffee and Cards. Karen, my name's Karen, Care Bear, Bard of Cards. Hi, how are y'all doing today? Hey, and guess who's first love today? The more intuitive me. But I believe Chloe. I saw her come in. I was close on her close on her tail there. But Elizabeth, happy first love to you. Thank you for being here. And most of y'all have channels, so please, support, subscribe to each other. I know I try to do that whenever I have the opportunity, or if I can't watch some of, if I can only watch some of it, not all of it. I mean, we can't spend all day on the TV, right? Or computer, whatever. But anyways, yeah. So I started my day off pretty awesome today. It's just like one of those where you're like, everything's like going smoothly and on time and everything. And then you're like, wow, I don't have coffee at the house. I need to stop and get coffee. And yeah, that turned out to be an aggravating experience for me, but the coffee is really good. So yeah, anyways, so I was running around because I'd, been waiting for this coffee. It's kind of hard to do coffee and cards without coffee, right? Anyways, so let me see who else we need to say hi to. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all. Hey, Chloe. How are you? And Chloe, I don't know for sure what you and Josh worked out. If y'all are coming on Saturday on Mr. Floyd's universe to do your crystal cells. I don't know if it's going to be in the evening or in the morning, because I know he said he had to look at his work schedule. But anyways, I was just wanting to know so I could help spread the word if anybody wants some crystals. So thank you. Oh, there's Sandy. Hi, Sandy. How are you? Perfect attendance. I appreciate you. That really means a lot to me. Thank you. Hi, Victor. How are you? Good morning. I hope you're doing well. And I am looking forward to the 9:45 a.m. Eastern, my time, meditation coming up this morning. I could use that. I need to zen out a little bit. So please check out my friend Victor over at Truth Wave Energy Meditation. Yeah. Hey. Oh, hey, Tina. Happy day, y'all. Going right for my heart with the y'all. Hey, Tina. Good to have you here. Thank you for being here. Oh, hey, Lottie. How are you? Please check out Lottie. Oh my gosh, I wish I could play piano like you. It's a gift. It's so beautiful to listen to Lottie play. Thank you for being here. Hey, Debbie. How are you? Y'all, check out Debbie's witchy vlog. That's kind of like a fun thing, like a fun name. And a vlog is just, like whatever you feel like doing that day, right? Kind of like my shtick over here. Whatever I feel like doing that day. I kind of like living that way because I can be a little moody. I get a little moody. I hope my sound is okay. Okay. I'm just silly. I was like, oh my gosh, my candle went out. What's going on? And I'm like, no, I just lit a different candle. Yeah, so today is Jupiter Day, Thursday. A good day to, travel. If you plan a trip, then, like supposedly that's a good day to head out. It's on a Thursday. You could deal with, sounds kind of like, but, legal things, look into religion, of course, philosophy, and just different things like that. And Jupiter, is very expansive, but that can be for our good and for our detriment, depending what it's expanding. So we can maybe become a little excessive at times, but also though, um, Jupiter is about like the long term results, and where you have Jupiter in your natal chart. I think it takes about like 12, almost 13 years for it to fully go through all of the signs. So you'll have like, I guess technically that would be like a Jupiter return. It's a solar return. I mean, I think that would be like where it goes back to your natal. And probably want to pay attention to that because look at what house it is in. Mine is in Virgo in the fifth house. So that's like, you know, Virgo playing in Leo's territory. So it's an interesting take on it. But for me, my fortune lies in, you know, um, children, pleasure, art, those kind of things. So, which I enjoy. I get it. It makes a lot of sense. Let me look and see if y'all can hear me okay, because I'm just using my iPhone speaker because my beats weren't syncing up and I didn't have time to fix it. Blessings, Fatima. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I need to check out your channel. I don't always get notifications for everybody, even when I put on there, get all. Because, I just like seeing your family and how you share just, the everyday things y'all do together. Sorry, that's my husband's phone. Audio is good. Okay, great. Thank you. So with that, I was kind of thinking, what would I even want to talk about? And I just happened to fall upon this article that made me really start thinking. So I was like, oh, okay, if I like it, surely y'all gotta like it. And the philosophy behind this is first off to think about what is art exactly. How do we, determine what separates something from art or something that was, created but not for maybe artistic reasons. So I presume it would have, some things to do with intent. So when you're thinking about, the things that would comprise that, I'm not gonna, waste a bunch of time talking about that. That was just like an example. But the question here is, so thinking about what art is and presuming that humans are the only people who are the only living beings that can create art. I saw this article that asks, can animals make art? And then I was like, wow, I've never thought about that before. How cool is that? Can animals make art? Now, there are people who have trained animals. art is expression in any form. And it gets into, it's a great philosophical debate. And it's interesting seeing people's different points and expressions of that. Hi, Lindsay. Hey, how are you? So with that, like, people have definitely trained animals. Like, there are chimpanzees. There's a pig Picasso, I believe, a dog Van Gogh, I think, something like that. A dog go. I don't know. That could be one, right? But the thing is, that is like they're trained to do that. With the pig I was reading, she even picked out the colors, told it, showed it how to hold the brush. Are the symbols that it's making, are they really, is it really art? What is the expression, or are they just doing something based off of a reward that they're going to receive for doing this for the human? Sorry, my husband just left for work. I told him bye earlier. Anyways, so squirrel brain, bear with me here. So thinking about that with the chimpanzees that I was reading about, they actually weren't giving a reward. So that thought was given, and they seem to take joy in creating this. And in this article, they're talking about, let me take a sip. Coffee. This coffee's really good. I just want to be drinking it the whole time. It was a nice treat. So in Eastern Australia, bowerbirds create structures known as bowers. Hey, Ange, how are you? Hey. Good to see you. And they say the males gather twigs and place them upright in two bundles with a gap in the middle, resulting in what looks like a miniature archway. All around the bower, the birds, oh, I got a little one up. She just said, hey. Uh-oh. All around the bower. She looks like a hot mess. She's got such bad head. Oh, I wish y'all could see her. She's funny. Thank you for that. And she likes to hand me things that got dropped on the floor. So she just hands me something. They'll put shells, pieces of plastic, flower petals, which all possess the same property, the color blue. That's interesting. Yeah. And they suggest that the purpose of the bowers is to impress and attract females. And that's something that was coming up as an argument too, is a lot of these things that are expressions are really biological in animals. But at the same time, I mean, as Chloe said, if art is expression, there is an expression to that. So basically, I mean, it really just, is there any way they can really determine whether this is true or not? Does it matter? I mean, to me, I feel like this is the point where you just develop your own opinion about it based off of your beliefs and everything. But I think it's really good to think about these things. Because now I'm going to be looking at animals probably differently too. It's looking immediately. I was thinking of how crows are attracted to shiny objects, and they're known to bring people strange little things. I know they do to my friend. Baby. That's my little girl. She's a baby. So, there's a general agreement that art must have some sort of producer and some possible or intended audience. In this way, it's similar to other forms of communication. Baby. Good morning. Good morning, Becca. We hear you. Leo Tolstoy famously suggested art is a conduit for emotion. That one man consciously, by means of certain external signs, hands on to others' feelings he has lived through, and that other people are infected by these feelings and also experience them. I agree with that. Yeah. So this is a point where they're saying it requires an intention. Well, I mean, isn't their little mating rituals, isn't that an intention in itself, an expression? Yeah. So, but yet it's not clear how much intention really does matter for art. Yes. So there's another philosopher, Brian Skirms. He says communication arises even in animals that plausibly do not have sophisticated intentions like our own. And that would be like, yes, ma'am. Fireflies signal to mates with flashes, and this seems to be largely an evolved behavior. She wants a high five from me. Okay, yeah, yay, yeah. She says, hopach, for high five. I'm like, okay. Baby. Hey, Maru, how are you? Good to see you. Oh, I gotta put this up here. Mama. So proper, it's funny. I think birds are the most artistic animals. They sing, dance, and build nests. And that's funny, like immediately, like the first animals I thought of making art were birds. Really, truly. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, y'all get to hear my little bird song down here. She thought that was funny. Good job. Laughing on cue there. And yeah, so there's another that says, I think it's safe to say some animal creations don't count as art. That would be like spider webs because they're utilitarian. That's the word I couldn't think of earlier. Utilitarian in purpose. But at the same time, like, what about a writing spider? Why do they make certain letters? What's that all about? I don't know. That would be something. Why would they pick to make, even if they don't know that it's a letter, why do they make it to come out? That really blows my mind. I got to go down in a rabbit hole with the writing spiders. I don't want to think about it. Note to self. I like learning about things, wondering about things. That's always been me. So basically, I was just kind of wanting to bring this up just to think of, it just brings up a good question. It also makes us think about, like, what are our intentions behind the art and the things that we do and that we create as well. And I think that's a good thing to do, is to bring it back to the intention that you're setting as well. So I was just curious kind of what y'all's thoughts would be on that. And I just thought it was an interesting article, interesting thing to think about. I think a lot of us wonder what our animal friends, if they could talk, to us in the exact same way that we talk, use words. That would be really cool to know. Maybe. They'd probably tell us that we're silly. Why do y'all worry so much? All right. Oh, girl. Yes, they are obsessed with all of my cards. I came in here yesterday. One snuck in here, and she was playing with one of my quote bowls.
Baby, good.
Yeah, you gonna sing first, Bex? All right. So I was thinking, I kind of want to explore, like, and see what how animals, like, create art. I just want to look at the energy and see if I can kind of see some, like, pros and cons to that argument. I don't know how this will come out or not. That's the thing with tarot, but I like exploring it. I like doing spreads on things that be really hard. You really have to stretch your brain to think about it. Like, what happened to where did everybody go in Roanoke? Where did they all disappear to? I mean, it's kind of hard once you definitely can spread, but I mean, you can come up with generalizations, but some of the specifics are hard. But I like challenging my brain to think like that. And you really do. You have to, like, go outside of the traditional meanings and really pick up on cues. Hey, Nancy, how are you? Good to see you. Oh, yes. Yeah. You gonna help me pick those up later? Yeah. You just never know what's gonna happen around here. Yeah. Okay, let's see. It is a bug. Yes, it is. It is a bug. You're right. I'm going to pull an animal spirit card too. I need to find my other animal spirit deck. So I want to use it.
Hey, baby.
Hey, baby. Hey, baby. They like to call each other babies. They're like, baby, stop. Baby, get over here. Baby.
Bye.
How are you? Oh. Gosh, they're fast. All right. I'm like, wait, that's the deck I'm using. Don't take that one. Not that one. Oh, I have angered her. Oh, thank you, Tina, for mentioning to hit the like. Yes. Oh. This came out in reverse, so I want to look it up. And then I'll tell you what I have, because I feel like this is going to give me the clue I'm looking for soon. There it is. There it is. You're being a good helper. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. A bird came out. The peacock. The peacock came out. Which, peacocks, I thought that was so interesting. Peacocks. Oh, okay. That's all good. Because they have this beautiful tail feathers, right? The males do. And that's what, what do they call them? I can't remember what they call the females now. Shoot. Oh, well. Anyways, the female ones, they like the plumage. But the peacock is all about the inner beauty, compassion, an assimilator of anything. That's interesting. An assimilator of anything. I feel like that is possible that it could be art. But also, there are some things that could be viewed as artistic really aren't maybe in some other cases. So, I mean, to me, I would say that this is possible. She's frustrated. She probably, I want to say, I need to look, but I want to say they had like Venus and Aries or something. I gotta check. Or their Mercury. I gotta look again. So the beauty of the peacock is unrivaled. It's easy to think it comes from the plumage, but the secret of the peacock is that the beauty resides within and extends outward indefinitely. This adept creature can assimilate or digest all experiences in life, so it does not harbor resentment, conflict, or past pain within its psyche. The peacock type is extremely rare. Not many of us have reached this advanced level of acceptance of the self and others. Perhaps they have even a more advanced view of something that we can't grasp. Maybe they see art in places that we can't even see or recognize that it's art as well. But it's just like when out of balance, can't digest situations, can't process something. So maybe some things are a way to take out frustration, because when I was pulling my cards on this one fell to the floor. I decided to use the Kim Kranz, what is it? The Wild Unknown. Sorry. Okay. But I had, the Four of Swords here. And that's needing like some type of like, mental rest or whatever. But also like this could be like in a phase of just they feel comfortable and able maybe, in a situation to be able to do that. Maybe they just got out of some hard times with the Five of Pentacles, maybe they were lonely for a little while, maybe it was like winter. They felt lonely. If they're, one of those animals. But here, I think it's like comes from points of maybe loss or frustration. Maybe they have like artistic ways of expressing their grief. I saw something like the other day at, I believe, I forget which zoo, but oh yeah, was that San Diego? Was it San Diego with the earthquake? They had like, like a good, like little trimmer there. Good, I think, I don't know how much damage or if there was damage or whatever, but anyways, they sensed that, or maybe it was elephants. Maybe it wasn't, it was elephants, my bad. But anyways, they grouped around the baby. And stood there, and like they recognized, and then they stayed there long enough and then departed, like once they felt the threat was over. So that's just kind of like an expression. Maybe, maybe they have artistic ways to express grief. Or, times when they don't feel confident. Maybe they express themselves differently there. Just food for thought. But to me, I feel like, yeah, with the owl in the bottom, wisdom, insight, they definitely are more intuitive than we can ever be, truly. But yeah, maybe they can just see like things that we can't even see. That's kind of cool to think about, right? I was thinking too, the Ace of Cups in reverse too, to me is like kind of like self-love too, like needing to self-love when you don't feel loved. Maybe these are things like when they feel lonely, it taps into like emotional needs, that they find different ways to express themselves, perhaps. If y'all notice animal art, please share. Let's pull some charms, and then I might do like an oracle for today, if my boss lets me. Just one moment, okay? She's fussing, so we'll just drown on the sound. Sorry. She's in the big feelings phase. Learning how to process all these emotions. All right. Oh, goodness. Screwdriver. Not a screwdriver, a screw. Utilitarian. Could be some utilitarian purposes. Or to designate who's, the boss. Who's the queen, who will be crowned. 4. And that's, all about our stability, our foundations. Imagine animals, like the main thing is survival. 4. We got another 4. We got a 3. And 3, I can think of that a couple of different ways. I always like to think of like people like coming, together, but like mind, body, spirit. An E, 2 E's, a D. Maybe we're actually going to get a word here. Let's see. Maybe not. We'll see. All right, we've got a horse. And that's like, freedom. Horses are really pretty. And especially like they can, be trained to do very artistic things just with their movement. Maybe that's an expression of it. We had the 5 of Pentacles come out in the tarot, and then now I've got the 5 of Diamonds that came out. I'm using these with the intention that I'm just going to like cross it over to what I would think the tarot card would be, since I don't know all the cartomancy. But yeah, like maybe times, feelings of scarcity, need. Maybe it's a way to bring others to you, right? And a butterfly. Butterflies go through transitions. Oh, look how fun. And I talked about the elephants, and then the elephant came out. That's cool. This made it in there. This is obviously a mistake. It's a spring out of an ink pen. It's not a charm. I did not put this in the bowl. Yeah, so, could be a surprise. Spring up on you. Oh yeah, butterflies too. Two butterflies together. Butterflies help pollinate things too, right? But also can be, forms of protection, but also the key to the emotions. A lock with the key. So I think it's very possible that, that could be like, I keep seeing like, although it doesn't quite spell it exactly, but like view, to like view, take a new viewpoint. Be open to that. All right, let's pull. I grabbed, at least I thought I brought it over here. Grr. Okay. Well, that didn't want to come out. So we'll just pull chakra, and that'll give me an idea. Let's just see, like, yeah, what chakra can we work on to inspire more creativity in ourselves? And I would say the peacock could be an animal of inspiration, and owls as well, because it was on the bottom. Could be an animal to seek more of that in. And for us to really look at birds a little bit more. Oh, I had wisdom in the bottom, but it's the heart chakra. Look at this. We have like the little squirrel, and the keyword is victim. That's interesting. Let's see, Tori Hartman. These are her chakra cards. Victim. This is good. I am not a victim. I choose to do what I am doing. Green Acorn is asked to star in a fable by Kelly the Green Dragon. He was promised top billing, but in the end, he says his best work never made the final edit. Now he doesn't have a speaking part. He feels betrayed by Dragon, but Green Acorn is not resentful. Being in the fable landed him a job on display at a museum. It's kind of funny we were talking about art, right? He insists he is content, but we can see denial in the underlying anger. The Green Acorn indicates that being in denial may be holding you back. To move forward, you must make an honest assessment of your situation. How are my actions connected to my inability to create breakthroughs? Am I willing to make new choices in order to grow? So, yeah, looking at blockages, are we blaming anybody else? Are we having past resentments? Are we deluding ourselves in some way? So this is all about growth, breakthrough, empowerment. So we can look to animals for inspiration to grow, to find growth in our art. But also working on our heart chakra could be a good exercise here. And I wanted to look at one more thing. She has information in a few different places. To grow into a tree, a planted acorn must be fully brown. A green acorn is an indication that you may need grounding and a more solid plan to achieve what you truly desire. Are you trying to create something before you are ready to do so? So animals must know when the right time to create something is. And that's something that we can learn from them is timing, patience, and creating art from the heart too. And I agree, it's expression. I think art is expression. So, all right, sorry y'all, I went a little bit over, but I got really excited talking about these animals and that whole idea. I just love being able to talk about and share things like this because not a lot of people, really care all that much. So it's nice when people are interested in it too. So, all right. Well, thank y'all so much for being here. Y'all go check out Victor. Go check out Josh over at Mr. Floyd's Universe and Krista over at Blindly Inspired. It's kind of our little daytime lineup. And please, any of y'all, just please share, or let me know if there's anything that you want me to share or try to get, some more traffic on that you have coming up on your channel or anything like that. Just let me know and I can put in a little plug for you. So, all right. Well, please just make sure to do all the YouTube things for me. And I hope you have a beautiful day. And I'll see you tomorrow, Friday. We are going to talk about self-love. I think I self-love Fridays. I think they're just good. So, all right. See y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye. Mwah.